NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Rams take over first and 10.
So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 61 yards.
And, partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week to pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
2 on the play. And this is...
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away.
The Niners take over first and...
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers.
They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well. Won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
The ball carrier.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 20 carries, 128 yards.
And the way they ran the ball last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff, because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
On the tackle. 1 yard gain.
Hurts going to keep this himself.
At the 32-yard line.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On first down, Hurts.
And it's caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Niners have taken the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point forthcoming.
For the extra point.
And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second
and 9 now.
At the 30-yard line.
Open man is born. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
And
they'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
The ball carrier.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
At the 50-yard line. It's a pickup at 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now a run with Akers.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he is going to have a Rams first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line. 11 yards there. First down.
First down, Rams.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
The pass. fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he's on to punt for L.A. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot him.
Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out.
He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. A gain of 6 there on first.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On second down, Mostert.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And here we get a look at Stewart down on the ground still. Hope this isn't anything serious. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Rams go nickel here defensively on third.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it, and they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
46-yard.
Mostert. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
At the 44.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And 7.
Throwing is Hurts.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there.
Rams nothing.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
L.A. set to take over again on offense.
And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and
They'll look to throw here. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp.
the pass.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
A gain of 21 yards.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
To Robert Woods. A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 48-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
And the Rams first down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
To Cam Akers. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 49ers 30.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
But no takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
Back to throw now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Incomplete. It's now second and 10.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Yards on the pickup. And this is 3rd down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
43-yard line.
Hurts. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds just past midfield.
Second down. Here's Hurts. Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble. And now it's third down.
At the 47-yard line.
Hard throw, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us. But sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Second and 3. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And got a man. It's Woods. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
The pass. Complete to Cam Akers.
They'll throw now on the final play. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. 28-23 was your final. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They got the victory last week. That was against Washington, and now they lead this ball game as well. Set to go here, first and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he slings one that's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
It's now second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And it's third down.
Brings up third down and 10.
He'll look to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On first down, Hurts. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Second and a yard at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. On first and 10, it's Hurts. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
2 at the 38-yard.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And on the slant, able to find Ayuk. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and inches at the 20.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Woods. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
9 yards. And this is
on third down, here's a run by Akers. Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll run this with Akers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 23 yards on the play.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This will be caught at about the 5.
The pass.
That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
A 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
They'll look to run with Akers.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Cam Akers.
His first touchdown on the year. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The kick is good.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
They'll run the draw with Mostert.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
Throwing is Hurts. Finding Ayuk, middle of the field.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. That's complete out left to Ayuk.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
We can't have that.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Once again, it's Mostert.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run here with Mostert.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They'll try it now with Mostert.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 27.
This is Mostert. Down to the 25.
Raheem Mostert.
Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And some room to roam now.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll pull it down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
At the 4-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
The Niners on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. He'll drop to throw. They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Here's Mostert, toss left side.
And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. And that pick just sets them up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Here's Mostert. And the 49ers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT.
It's good to make it 17-7. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near-perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors. Yet still.
It got his man complete. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A huge play that time for the Rams. 49 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Right side complete, that's Woods. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Rams on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Here's Akers.
But he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Akers. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Tyler Higbee. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown.
You got it figured out by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Roses now to add the PAT. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Mostert. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Holding offense.
Come on, Nat.
Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coached some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Here's Mostert. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the 1st. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So all eyes on this Rams offense. Down 17-14, a little under a minute to go. They need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that'll be caught by Kupp. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods.
The pass.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee.
The pass.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first. Oh, I came to my feet on that.